Anderson. Trying to extend the play as Bugs applies some pressure, launches it downfield, and it is caught by DeMarcus Lodge.
And that is where Shea Patterson is most dangerous, when he extends the play and when he rolls to his right. Because when he scrambles, he is...
Oh God, they're out there.
Yeah, of course they're out there. You just saw them to the door.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the animals.
There were certainly no animals here tonight. No one even tried to lay a hand on me. I guess I'll just have to go home to my own husband. How boring.
The great Gallito's in the ring tonight. Roses for all the ladies.
Yeah, roses for my rose bush in the front yard is more like it.
I mean it. I saw them. They were right out there. I saw their eyes. They were glowing.
They're probably just headlights across the road.
They weren't headlights.
You've had a lot to drink tonight. Your vision is probably blurred.
My vision is not blurred.
I don't know about you, but I haven't had enough to drink tonight.
Have no fear. The great Gallito is here. I, who have slain many a bull in the ring, shall confront these rude beasts that you see. My sweet senorita.
Party's over, people. We can drop the characters now. I hope.
Says the man sitting there in a toga.
Hey, it's surprisingly comfortable. It's like going commando.
I am the great Gallito, the youngest bullfighter to have ever earned the title of Matador.
You are a grown-ass man in tights, waving a sword around from Walmart. Oh, the game's still on.
Ay, Dios mío. She was right.
I told you.
They had eyes.
I told you they had eyes.
They had fangs.
I didn't tell you they had fangs. They had fangs.
They were hissing.
Snakes hiss.
They were pawing the ground. Bulls paw the ground.
Sounds like some old boyfriends of mine.
If you listen, you can hear them growling.
Oh, you'd be surprised what I've heard.
Oh, dear God.
I once had this boyfriend who... Well, I shouldn't say. Okay, I will. I once... But I thought you liked hearing about my exploits.
I feel like it's time to knock off the role-playing and go to bed, people.
I'm all for going to bed. Any volunteers?
They've come to life.
Maybe they've come to get us.
What are you talking about?
The animals.
The animals that killed our characters.
The theme of the party was famous people killed by animals.
A bit melodramatic, if you ask me. Which you didn't. And while I'm on the subject, I really thought the guy in the crocodile hunter getup was in poor taste. Of course, all of this is in poor taste, but that one especially.
I almost came as Catherine the Great, but I thought that would have been a bit much.
Cleopatra and her snakes, whoever he is.
Jose Gomez Ortega, or if you prefer, Gallito. It means the little rooster.
Little is certainly accurate.
I am only one of the greatest bullfighters of all time.
Couldn't have been that great or you wouldn't have wound up on this list.
Alas, in the ring, you can only be unlucky once.
Unlike in marriage, where you can be unlucky with the ring as many times as you can afford.
And you're
Jezebel, the harlot of the Bible.
Thrown to the dogs.
You make it sound so dirty, but I like dirty.
And, dear, remind me who you are?
Who I was? We are not the real people, remember?
Whatever. You know I can't pronounce it.
Aeschylus, the father of Greek tragedy.
He only did that because he didn't want to get a real costume.
This is a real costume. It's just also a real bedsheet.
And remind me how you died?
Dramatically.
I'm being serious.
Tragically.
He's impossible.
An eagle mistook his bald head for a stone and dropped a turtle on it. Or the eagle mistook his bald head for a turtle and dropped a stone on it. Some sort of business with birds and turtles.
Do you hear any eagles out there?
I don't know. What do eagles sound like?
Caca! Something like that.
You may be the father of tragedy, but you're making a comedy out of this. Don't you understand? These animals, they've come back for us.
This was a costume party, not a seance.
But they don't know that.
Then go out there and tell them.
I'm not going out there. It's a jungle.
It's a cul-de-sac in a subdivision.
I prefer to think of it as a bullfighting ring in Madrid.
What are we going to do? They can't leave with all those things out there.
Wait, this isn't like some kind of ploy to get us into a foursome, is it? Because if so, I am totally down for that.
You could call animal control.
There's no honor in that.
Suit yourself. I'm going to continue to watch this game. Boston College Eagles versus the Maryland Terrapins.
Honor, that's it.
I assure you, I lost my honor long ago.
Will you snap out of it?
Snap out of what? Character? No, I was being totally serious. I was 16. Well, 15 if you must know.
Somehow, we have dishonored them.
Dishonored who? Or is it whom?
Most likely any neighbors you didn't invite to your little soiree.
Only the Hendersons, and that's because they have a PETA sticker on the back of their car. I didn't think they'd understand it.
I think they'd understand it all too well. They might be in favor of that kind of thing, actually. They don't believe in the right to bear arms, but evidently in the right to arm bears.
They think that we're mocking them.
The Hendersons, I doubt that. They seem pretty humorless.
No, the animals.
Will you stop going on about the animals?
Would you rather hear about all my lovers?
I'd rather watch the game.
They're dangerous.
Oh yes, I always had a thing for the dangerous ones. I'm not really sure what I saw in him though.
I'm talking about the animals.
Maybe just go to bed and it'll go away. It's like a hangover.
I just don't like knowing they're out there.
I don't much like knowing the IRS is out there, but somehow we survive that every year.
I can hear them breathing.
Is it heavy breathing?
I just don't see how you can sit there while we have a crisis going on here.
And what crisis do we have exactly?
We're surrounded by animals.
The animals that killed each of our characters.
The animals that scratched us and clawed us and ravished us and... That sounds kind of kinky, actually.
Well, then I'm perfectly safe. No eagles swooping overhead here. No turtles falling from the ceiling. It's just you guys who are going to have to worry.
There's only one way to deal with this.
Yes, it's called sobering up. You're hallucinating.
I'm not hallucinating. I saw them.
I can hear them.
I hear something too. It's like being in a cheap hotel. Well, not that I know anything about cheap hotels. Not recently, anyway.
We must confront them.
Suit yourself.
That which you fear, you must confront.
A perfectly noble sentiment.
We must reassert the dominance of our species. We must show these animals who we truly are.
Oh, you know I love the whole dominance thing.
So, what are you going to do?
What else can I do? I must go out there.
Are you sure?
A great Gallito is always sure.
Ooh, I want to watch. I like to watch.
I like to watch too. The game.
I just need to prepare myself.
Oh, be careful.
A red cape to get his attention,
I use a push-up bra and a low-cut dress for the same effect.
and a dagger to plunge straight into his heart.
They were looking right at me.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's hard to see out of that window. We need to trim back that rose bush.
Maybe we could get some matador who will do it for us. Eh?
Very funny.
But I don't want to have to look through the peephole.
bedroom and look out of the window.
Oh, I just knew the party would end up there somehow.
I know I want to end up there as soon as this game is over. I'm beat.
What are you doing?
I'm praying to the Virgin.
Huh? Well, that definitely rules me out then.
The Virgin of Macarena. They say the only day she wore black was the day I died.
I'll be up in your room.
Do you know the way?
I'll never tell. Well, not right away.
All right, I'm ready.
So, what are you going to do?
First, I'm going to fling the gate open.
It's a door and easy on those hinges.
I'm going to stride out into the center of the ring.
You mean the cul-de-sac, the fancy name for a dead-end road.
Then I'm going to...
He's preparing.
Yeah, preparing to act like a fool. How many sangrias did you have tonight, amigo?
Then I'm going to wave my cape, just like this. Then I'm going to take my dagger and plunge it straight into his heart.
Oh, but what about the rest of the animals?
They're for you.
Me? Why me?
We each must confront our own.
Are you sure?
A matador is always sure of himself. Bulls are like dogs. They can smell fear.
Is something happening? I can't see anything yet.
Not yet. He's still getting ready.
I wish he'd spend that much time on foreplay.
Wish me well.
I'm not hearing anything either.
Good luck.
Muchas gracias, señorita. And now, I go.
Is something happening yet? I can't see a thing.
Yeah, now there's that referee. That was clearly a holding call.
Come on, guys, really? Is anything happening?
Wow, would you look at the score of that Georgia game? Those Bulldogs are just ripping up that other team.
Maybe if I open the window.
I can't see much either. Just shapes and shadows.
Now I can lean out a little bit and...
Oh!
What was that?
Quarterback sack, they had the blitz on.
I mean outside. It sounded like something or someone. Oh dear God, Jezebel.
If you're that worried, you could just go outside.
I'm not going out there. There's animals.
Oh, sweet Mary, Mother of God!
I couldn't find her.
Did you try checking the bed? That's normally where she winds up when she comes over. Either that or the pool table.
I looked everywhere I could. I think she fell out of the window.
I fought off all I could.
What, the Bulls are your fans?
Bulls, it's like Pamplona out there.
I think Jezebel fell out of the window.
I think you guys are taking this thing a bit far, if you ask me. Which, once again, I noticed you didn't.
You need to go out and look for her.
In the middle of a stampede?
Now.
Oh, saints preserve me.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
If you're gonna stay in character, at least be authentic.
What are you talking about?
Cleopatra, she was some sort of pagan.
So?
So the point is, she wouldn't have been saying, oh God, oh God, oh God. She'd have been praying to her cat or something.
Oh. What's that?
This was all that's left.
What do you mean?
Dogs everywhere.
Dogs?
And bulls. But the bulls didn't get to where the dogs did.
What do you mean the dogs got her?
I think he's referring to the historical Jezebel, who was thrown from the window and eaten by a pack of dogs.
They ate her?
This was all that's left.
No.
This was out there under the rose bush.
Yeah, I suppose you do need to trim that back. It is getting a bit unruly.
By the way, could I borrow a steak knife?
Sure, in the kitchen. Wait, why?
I'm going back out there and I broke my...
To the left of the stove.
Muchas gracias.
I'll trim that rose bush back tomorrow. You don't need to ask me again.
Honey?
When you call me honey, I always know you want something.
I reached in.
Got it.
They were hiding there.
What happened to you?
Venomous.
I always did have that effect on women.
Did they leave? Oh my God, I thought they'd never leave. I mean, I don't mind them in small doses, but sometimes they just overstay their welcome. At least she kept her clothes on this time. Well, what few clothes she had.
Oh, I was unlucky, but only once.
You go on to bed, honey. I just want to catch the end of this Maryland game. You know, I always did have a soft spot for the Terrapins.